posted in the hood. Either I'm left to the bank or I'm somewhere at the no. I got thug tears, ain't no point in crying, be good. Shit that's supposed to break me end up making me. I wouldn't change it if I could. My intentions always pure, I don't know how I'm misunderstood. When I ain't wrong, I take the blame, my heart too big for this world. Hard to read. Either I'm trapping or I'm in the stew mirroring beats. I've been letting bridges burn, the top ain't got too many schemes.
Hey yo, what he on?
Yo, it's your boy Quad from What He On Podcast, man. We back with another episode. We got a special guest for y'all, man. Who we got with us today?
Flash Agent Cliff.
Listen, so this episode, y'all, it had to be done. You feel me? Because it's a lot of shit from the previous episode that we ain't get to cover, and we got a different point of view to let y'all and break it down and understand. You feel me about the security field, and he got the credentials to back up some other shit. You feel me that we didn't get to touch on. So let him know what credentials you did and etc.
So I started as a state correctional officer. Um then like in between that I was contracting with the county jails, so like CFCF, PIC, RCF. Um and then it led up to the feds to where I was working at the Bureau of Prisons for a couple of years. Did that. Some shit happened with that. We're gonna tap in with that later. But then it led up to ICE. I made it to ICE, made it to the academy, doing my thing with that.
So that's a lot to cover. We going to break down each bit by bit. So let's start off with the how it's from your point of view. How is it being a correctional officer in the jails?
I feel like from a point it was fun. Like niggas gonna try you. I feel like me going in, like I went in when I was 20. So then I ain't hit the jails until I hit 21 though. And it turned me to a man because niggas in there was like they was mainly like teaching me how to do stuff, how to move around stuff, how to talk to them, how to present myself as a man and project my voice. Like the inmates really teach you how to jail. The COs don't teach you, the lieutenants don't teach you. The inmates teach you how to become a man and they teach you how to run them. And that's the crazy part about it.
So what's like the craziest thing you seen in the jails?
For anybody that know, like in a state, they got like they call it the hole basically. But it's like level 5 housing units. To where like if you fight or something like that, they put you in there. You got a couple amount of you get a certain amount of days in there or weeks or whatever. Sometimes it's some niggas in there for like eternity. Like you cannot get out. That's like you really did something that bad. But one bull, he hung himself because he couldn't get a blanket. Like the littlest things from that. Like anything in there, like they treat everything serious. A toothbrush, toilet paper, like it's a big deal. So they'll try to like really like do whatever they can do to get that or to get attention to get that. So that was one. And then the second one was when a bull they was he was in he couldn't so I think he couldn't take a shower. So they'd be like skipping niggas showers if they don't fuck with him or something like that. And he just slit his wrist. He slit his wrist with something. His wrist was leaking down the joint. We had to cuff him, walking with him down the thing, blood leaking out his wrist. They was acting like they ain't really give a fuck. White boys is they serious, man.
So is it really like from like what you see on there, like in like the pods, is it really like different like gangs or like sections like the Muslims be with the Muslims, the whites be with the whites, blacks be with the blacks, bloods be with the bloods, crips be with the crips type situation?
Like down here we don't really got gangs. So like in the county, I don't really know how they clicked up too much in the county because I never really worked the blocks. I just like transferring inmates. But the how the feds is, I'm gonna tell you how the feds is. The feds is more they more Muslim oriented. Like since Philly predominantly Muslim, it's all Muslims in there anyway. It's not really nobody that you'll really turn around and see that's Christian or a Crip or whatever. And then we segregate them through the you're not even supposed to say that, but we segregate them through like whatever they belong to because it'd be people from all over the country coming to the hub in Philly because it's like a transfer port. Um, so like uh, what they call it, the Spanish gang. I forgot what that Spanish gang is called, but they segregate them a lot. We got them in there. Um, and then the state is like it's not really no gangs. Like the old heads really politic everything going on in there. They don't they don't play none of that. So the lifers be with the lifers, the young bulls be with the young bulls, and the crash outs be with the crash outs. But the lifers make sure nothing really go on. So because they just want to that's their home for real. So
That's I ain't. I can't. I hear stories about like jails and shit like that, and they always talk about how, oh yeah, this CO did this or this CO did that. Do like they really get like wicked like COs like turned down like certain shit, like they may like fuck your shit up on purpose, trash your room on purpose, shit like that.
yeah, I had a couple times where I had lieutenants like tell me to do certain shit. Like one time in the feds, something was I forgot what was going on, but the block was doing something to where he came on the block and he told me go search somebody's cell. So he I'm searching the bull cell. He throwing all his shit out the cell, ripping all his pictures down, throwing the pictures out, drawing. And then he walked off the cell after that. And I had to man the block after he did that. So they know like it wasn't me that was, you know what I'm saying?
That was drawn.
Yeah, that was drawn, but they just was on some like don't be like him. Or, if you're gonna be an officer, be a type of officer that you're gonna be all the time. Don't come in here, act tough, and then leave. Be here with us and act tough all the time. Like basically be the same person. But I never fuck with shit like that.
So why you think a lot of inmates always like they get out of jail and they come right back?
I I, I really don't know, but well, actually, I do know because the system is made for you to keep going back for real, for real. It's made for you to keep going back, and I say that because um they put you on parole for years. The they do little things to where when you get caught up again, you done. Or like I seen people had gun charges and they went straight to the feds because of it. Not having no switch or nothing like that. So it just be certain stuff that the system they they don't care about us for real. Seen that firsthand.
So I know with Fed time and jail time, it's like different, right?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Like
So,
in terms of like the time, like how is it like different?
so with Fed time, they do like they knock a couple days off every couple days you do. I think something like that. I don't want to say something wrong, but it's like say like you do a week. Uh, a, I think like 2 days is one day or something like that. 3 days is a day or something like that. And then state time is just straight. Like you can get out with parole um, if the parole board lets you out, but you got to make it to that minimum time first.
So they, let's just say, our feds, they give you get sentenced to 8 to 16 years in the feds.
Hmm.
Their time is shorter than if you was to get 8 to 16 in like the county or like the regular job.
Yeah, so it's like it go off good behavior. So like they every couple days you do, they give you time back. I guess something like that. I can't really explain it. It's like it's like something like that.
I know me, he was talking about it off camera about um the case you got with the
Hmm.
Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Yep.
So can you break that down for us?
So basically, it was I had a homie that was messing with this girl. Um, and I used to work at the same bar as her before I worked at the Fed. She was doing like food or whatever. And we was close, we was cool, but we was never that close. Like I wasn't fucking with her or nothing like that. Um, so when I got in the Feds, I told her, I came to tell everybody I was happy and all that. And she told me, yeah, my boyfriend locked up in there. So I'm like, who your boyfriend? She never wanted to tell me who the boyfriend was or whatever. I was like, cool, whatever. So I just went on, I just was casually working. But it was probably like a month that went past. I'm working. And so happily, I'm on a unit. And like when you go on the unit, you got to open up the unit, you got to feed them, you got to do all this extra shit. So I had let this one chomo boy out. So a chomo in the feds is basically a pedophile. I had let him out first because he like helped me with the food or whatever, and he would show me his face all fucked up, he all black eyed and all types of shit. Like, so I'm like, who did that to you? So he just was trying to get off the block. I was like, listen, you got to tell me who did it to you, You're not going nowhere. You gotta go back on the block. I told him straight like that. I was like, the only way you getting off the block is if you saying you want to kill yourself or you do something to me. So you either tell me what's going on or like it's one of the two. So he didn't really want to tell me for a minute. We going back and forth. Then he finally told me, "Oh yeah, they fucked me up last night." Da, da, da. I had to cuff him, send the boy to the lieutenant office because the chomo that he beat up, I already had sent him out to medical, so I had to cuff up him, and we had to investigate it. So I had to pack all his stuff. As a SEAL, you got to pack up the his cell and all. You got to pack up the MA cell,
Hmm.
all his property. Then you got to document it and make sure like it's nothing of his. Because if we lose something, we got to pay for it. So I'm doing that after I sent him down to the lieutenant office. I'm checking off everything, and you gotta look through like the pictures and all that. So I'm looking through the pictures. I'm like, ain't this that? I'm like, this her boyfriend right here. Had to be like 19. Punching on chomos just to get a name for yourself, jumping niggas and all that. So I text bro, I'm like, yeah, this who this who he is. So not even knowing though, he slipped up. He told her, and she made a big thing about it. So she made a big thing about it. Then it ended up being like she was on the phones, on the jail phones, like, oh, watch your back up there. Um, them niggas know who you is. They after you. Just painting pictures and all that.
Yeah.
So, mind you, as part of our job, we got to listen to the phone calls. We got to like it's primitive because
I'm gonna say how you try to sit in a room?
yeah. So it's like a room or like we got a computer on a unit to where we can just hook up, put headphones in, and listen to all the phone calls that come in. We got to like do like a certain amount of calls a day, just to make sure like niggas not trying to bring in contraband or
Yeah.
like you gotta stay on top of everything. So I end up going past his joint. I heard them on the phone. She's saying my full government name on the phone. Like, oh, he know who you is, and um, he feel like this, and da da da. So she felt as though he was in a hole because of me. Now he was in a hole because of me because whatever she was telling him, he felt like we was fucking with each other. We wasn't though. Um, so I had to report it because my full name is on the phone call. So I'm like, this is gonna get me jammed up because now they're gonna think I'm doing some slimy shit with her and him or whatever the case may be. So I got to clear my name out of it. I wrote it up to the lieutenant office, let them know what's going on. Yeah, this was going on. This what happened, and I know of him because of the girl I used to work with, and she, what for whatever reason, she told him and was having a conversation about me. So I just want to make sure that my name is out of it, just so y'all know I'm not doing no dirty shit. So they was like, cool, whatever, da da da. So they had a lieutenant, basically a SIS lieutenant. SIS lieutenant is basically the internal security of the jail. So they have arresting powers and they can operate with like outside police departments and stuff like that if they need to, but they only can deal with criminal things that's going on in the jail. They can't deal with regular COs. They can't do investigation on regular COs and nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he took it upon himself. He'd been doing this though, but I just was the one that came on his desk. So he took it upon himself to go further into it because he thought it was deeper than what I wrote about. So any inmate you write a paperwork on that you know you cannot work around them, you can't work around the same block as them, you can't even walk around them because that could be like a, a a thing of interest. Like they don't want you trying to be dirty or doing nothing special for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in a hole until the investigation was basically done. So she thought that I just put him in a hole for no reason, which I didn't. Everything just happened at the right time for some reason. So the lieutenant called her trying to look into me, seeing if I was doing something dirty. So she was already mad at this point. So she telling him, um, yeah, I don't like him anyway. He put my boyfriend in a hole because he wanted to be with me and all this other stuff and just drawing.
Oh.
So uh then the lieutenant, he took it up to the captain, and they put me under investigation. So while I was under investigation, I was figuring out different stuff that he was doing. He was basically putting COs under investigation because he was getting a kick out of it. Basically, white
Mm-hmm.
bull putting anybody under investigation that was black just to say that he did it, and then he would evidently get them fired because of it. So he had like, we got something called PIV cards, basically is your ID. He had maybe 15 to 20 PIV cards on his bulletin board in his office of people that he got fired. I got under investigation, and then he came to me like as a friend, like, oh, listen, all you got to do is say that you did something and say that you did this, and then we gonna forgive you and bring you back in 2 years anyway. Time went past. It led up to phone calls. I'm hearing he calling the girlfriend, trying to tell the girlfriend to add more stuff to build a case so I could get fired or anything. So it was a lot of grimy stuff going on with it. Um, to the point to where I was writing um internal affairs, and I was talking to the senator, the governor and all that at that time, Fetterman, to try to like intercede in that because he'd been doing this for some time, and there'd been so much corruption in there to where he felt as though nobody was going to do nothing about it or get back at him. I ended up quitting after that. And then that's when I joined ICE. And after I quit, I found out that 5 lieutenants ended up getting fired. So I don't know if I was there for a reason. I don't know if I was there to do that, but I
You just was the only one who spoke up.
yeah, I was the only one that spoke up after that.
So, do you think it's a difference between the male and the female jails?
No, it's not really a difference.
Have
No.
you worked both sides?
Yeah, I work both sides. So like in the feds we have a female unit on there, and it's not really too different. They lovey dovey, like they fucking all day. That's all they do in there.
What, like each other or
Each
like?
other, like that's all they do. And then like in the feds, since it's a high rise downtown, they be talking to niggas through the toilets. So they be yelling through the toilets, "Oh, what you gonna do to me tonight?" And then they be making little dildos off of their blankets, and they get freaky in there. That's all they do all day is fuck. They don't do nothing else.
So wait, they don't like not. I knew like shows be fake, but like they don't be like on some Orange is the New Black type situation. Like the guards be fucking like the
Yeah,
inmates
they
and shit.
do. Yeah, they do. They do. They definitely do.
Uh,
So some niggas don't be getting caught, but you go up for that because that's a crime.
wait, it is.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know inmates don't have rights. They don't have no rights. Well, they got rights, but they don't have like sexual rights. So if you have sex with them, that's considered rape because they not allowed to do that right now.
Damn. So
Yeah,
if you get caught, you basically
yeah, you getting a charge.
we touched on the jails a little bit. So I know you ain't say you work for ICE.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what made you like? All right, cool. Like, I'm a like. Besides all this shit we hear on the politics though, like, you feel me? Because like working in security, that is a accomplishment. You feel me? No
Hmm.
matter how way you put it. But
Appreciate
what
that.
made you want to go that route though?
So for real, like because when you work in the feds, you could just transfer wherever you want to go, and you get more, um, you get hiring preference from doing that. So for real, I just always wanted to be a cop. Like I always wanted to be a Philly police officer or whatever. So that I feel like that was just my easiest route. I saw the hiring, saw them hiring, and they was giving out 50K. So I was like, let me
Is
apply.
they really all right? So we gotta break it down so that people can understand. Because a lot of people, no cap, they look at you crazy.
Mhm.
Like, can you break it down? Let us know how it is. Like, if you want to apply to become ICE.
So basically, the first thing you got to do is go on USA Jobs, apply for it. But you got to have some type of federal experience or law enforcement experience. They not just bringing anybody in the door. So once you have that, they they make you go through an assessment. You got to do a fitness test. So it's no interview or nothing. They bring you right in after they look at your background. They check your resume, all that. It's like a little soft background pull though. And then they bring you in. You get an academy date, and then once you go to the academy, they you got to do a fitness test. If you don't pass the fitness test, you flying right back home. So a lot of people I saw that go there, not be physically fit, and then You just made the flight for nothing. Do you get fired? So um, you got to do the physical fitness test once you get to the academy. Once you pass that, you can continue the academy. Then they teach you all about immigration law and everything else. And once you come back, you're an ICE officer. Like, it's that simple for real. It's not really hard.
So, I, for me, I ain't gonna lie. Like from what I see on the internet, they mainly go after like immigrants and all that. So, like, is that like their sole job?
Yeah. It's so the way I like to look at it as basically, um, like the U.S. Marshals, right?
Yeah.
They basically the U.S. Marshals of the immigration world. So anybody that like a El Chapo or somebody like that, they go after niggas like that in America. Heavy drug dealers, like real deal felons that's operating in America and they not supposed to be here. But it turned into something else because about the Trump administration. He just want bodies. He want numbers for his campaign, and then the media is trying to go against him because they don't want him to be president. They want him to get a sponge. It's real political. Like ICE used to just be we chasing after El Chapo. Now it's like we just gonna pick up people at Lowe's and Home Depot.
You know, like, so I know sometimes like a lot of like how your family feel about it. 'Cause I know like because the media is you can't like turn around without seeing like a bad video about something that ICE do. So it's like I know it's like they got their own separate opinion on about you working for them.
My family, my family don't really care for like I don't really got immigrants in my family. I'm just straight black. But my mom, she was excited. She was happy. Coming where we come from, that's not really something that somebody would do anyway. So they
Yeah.
like, oh wow, like you flying this place, you doing this. Like I'm proud of you. Da, da, da. And that's real. They just really was proud for real.
Yeah, because you like I know for like when I first like seen it, I'm like, all right, damn, I'm seeing all these bad videos, and they like, yeah, I seen a goal. I'm like, all right, cool. They work for the federal. So is it true like they send them like what they do put them like deportation camps, and then they send them back to like wherever they from, or like they just like put them like a jail basically.
So they was actually in Philly. What they do is they put them in the feds downtown. We got like a couple housing units that we contract with to where we could just put our people over there because we don't hold anybody past 24 hours. We're not allowed to. So they go straight to the feds. They sit in there until their flight is ready, or they get to see an immigration judge or whatever. And the camps, I'm not really too familiar with the camps. I think the camps is really just from um what they called the I forgot what they call it, but they basically like if your country going through war and stuff like that, and you come over here, you ain't got nowhere to go. So like instantly they put you in a camp until they can find you housing and stuff like that.
Is it any positives for what you do? Because you see a lot of negatives. Any positive from which like ICE do?
I wouldn't even say it's a positive for real. The positive is really the money. The money is great. Um, I don't agree with a lot of stuff that they do, like the Home Depot thing I told you about. I seen it's a lot of white dudes that's in there and they go be excited to go to Home Depot in the morning and go pick up some Mexican boy that's trying to make money for his family. I don't agree with stuff like that. But like the serving warrants, high risk warrants to the people that's really doing something or really not supposed to be over here, that's the stuff I like. That's really my highlight
That's
of it.
what you signed up for.
Yeah. I like the adrenaline rush. I like the, go do fun stuff. I don't I don't want to be going to Lowe's trying to get nobody dad. Like that's not my thing.
So what's next for you?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out now, man. Um, I don't think I don't think I'm gonna do the ice thing much longer. Feel like I want to probably jump to like a regular police department or something like that. Um,
Philly?
maybe Philly, maybe. That was always my dream, but my mom never wanted me to do it for some reason. I don't know what the reason is.
I mean, they did rank the worst in PA
They did.
as a police department. I mean,
Yeah.
just saying. I'm just saying. I wouldn't work for Philly. I'm you.
I just like the action though. Like the scooping. Like not that it's cool, not that it's like something, you know what I'm saying? But the
But like
scooping
I
and
feel
jumping
like
on.
ever since like these young boys start like drawing out here, it got worse. So
Yeah.
like the cops getting a little bit more power than they supposed to. Like it
Hmm.
went from you can't even sit outside with your homies without a cop coming up to you, raising your shirt up, seeing if you got a
Yeah.
gun on you and all that. Like,
Crazy part, they not even supposed to do that. Stopping and frisking been ended. Like you gotta have a probable cause and a reason.
but due to who we got in the city, a lot of people not knowing the law, and a lot of people nowadays how the economy fucked up. Nobody got money for a lawyer, so it's like ain't nothing you can really do for real.
Yeah.
So you got any homies that's locked up?
Got a lot of homies locked up. Yeah. A lot of homies that did time, a lot of homies in the streets.
How do you feel about that? I ain't good because I know my homies like I do armed security.
Mm.
They look at me like I'm borderline cop. You feel me? Like they like no, he a narc. So it's like how you feel me? You actually no offense, actually a narc. So it's like
Yeah. I mean, like they I, I got that connection with motherfuckers. Like I'm cool with everybody from every side. I'm cool from over that way and over this way and niggas that's beefing with this way. So they know who I am and I'm comfortable with who I am. So like they know that's what I wanted to be all my life. Like I just moved my path because I didn't want to continue that street life. I didn't want to keep doing that over and over again. So they just had to respect it for real. If they don't want to hang around me, like I had a lot of homies that didn't want to hang around me after that. That's cool. But I found another home. Found more homies that wanted to be around me and wanted to share the same thing that I wanted to look forward to. So
okay. So I seen you do a little bit of armed security as well. So what's your take on it? I done had the conversations with a lot of different people. What's your take on like doing armed security in the city in Philadelphia?
we risking our life and we underpaid for sure. Really underpaid. And everybody think that is an easy job, but it's not. Like me and bro over here, we got shot at multiple times, bro. For 150, for 120, for $100. Like it get real sometimes. So like it's just certain things. It's almost as if we got to move around the city as we beefing because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know who coming to where. We bodyguarding every hood from the city. We bodyguarding different ops, different who you don't know who's who. So it's just certain things you just got to move right and you got to make sure you don't get caught in the wrong position at the wrong time.
So a lot of people they want to know like why security be so aggressive like when they checking them like when they coming in. No, I told you I'm in the field, so like they like yo why they be searching so aggressive? Why do security search aggressive when they hit the doors?
That's that's the like that's the first that's the first how you say that's like the first initial presence. Like that's the first thing you see, do last thing you see. Like Sat said, like so if you don't hit that mark when they first come in the door, they gonna play with you. That's just how it's gonna be. I had to realize that early too, like because he actually the one that put me at a door my first time. He the one that put me in the club the first time. So like I had to realize like you got to be on that with niggas firsthand. If not, they gonna play with you the whole night, and they gonna be there the whole night. So
You got a crazy bar story?
hmm.
Everybody got one.
You remember a crazy bar story? Yeah, I wasn't there that day. I'll tell you one that we was there. We was both there. So we had guards at an afty. We always pop up at this afty. We always pop up there like after we finish our regular club joints, and to make sure they paid, make sure they cool. 'Cause it was like a danger. I think that joint was like right there on Germantown or something like that. So we always go check up on them. We went there. Everything was cool. We chilling. We had some bitches there. Like we was cool. And uh, somebody was doing something. The security wasn't trying to let somebody in. So once he did that, it escalated and turned into a whole different thing. So the boy, he like, yeah, this my hood. Da, da, da. I'm not going for none of that. I'm getting in here and da da da. Security like, no, he standing on business. Boy left. He came back with three other niggas. One nigga had an AK. The other niggas, they just had regular Glocks or whatever, regular guns, and they shooting up the afty. We hopping, diving around, and all that. Bullets hitting the wall, the window. And he always laugh at me to this day because I dive behind the couch like we was in a James Bond movie because I was like I'm not getting hit by nothing. So once I get up, it's a Jamaican club, mind you.
Oh nah.
So I get up, I got my gun in my hand. I'm like, yo, let's go shoot back. The Jamaicans in the background like, no man, don't go out there. We not going out there with you. So I'm like, all right, man. So they telling me not to go out there and all that. And I'm glad I didn't though, because they start shooting again. He starts shooting the AK in the window, and they partying upstairs and all that. That shit went bad, bro.
The Jamaican party, them Jones them Jones the worst Jones.
Yeah.
Them Jones so unpredictable because I ain't the owners be letting them the party promoters they be letting like they favorite they little
Mm-hmm.
special. I talked about this if I mean on the last episode that owners be allowing people to bring certain shit in. Then when some shit go down, they looking at you trying to
Yeah.
dock your pay for some shit they let happen,
Mm-hmm.
and they still blame it on you even after they let the shit in. It's like it just be a whole lot. So what's the fun side of doing security? Because I seen you did a lot like a couple celebrities as well.
The fun side, the fun side is definitely doing celebrities, like, cause you get to see the inner circle and the inner tea of like what's going on. Like Natalie Nunn, that was my funnest joint because
For baddies?
yeah, that was my funnest joint being with Natalie. Cause she actually act like that in real life. Like she going at bitches in the car, get the car, bitch. Da, da, da. Like you're gonna get fired. She drawing. Then she was drawing in the car. She drunk, rubbing on my leg and all that. It was too much, bro.
Oh, you
Too
was in there with the
much.
buggity and the flesh. You in there with the juggity trying belts. Like that's where you gotta be professional. Like so
Yeah.
like all right, so let's just say you're in a predicament, right? You feel me, you protect somebody, you feel me, and she like you got your team with you and all that, but
Mhm.
like you there and she feel like she like yo, like you feel me? She tell you like yo, scratch that shit, like you feel me, you back with me, like what you doing? Like
I can't do it. I can't do it. Cause I was like in the wheel, I got Taseki in the back and her manager. So she watching and laughing because she not really that drunk. And then Natalie over there, she doing all this extras. I'm just sitting there in the black truck like this. I don't want no parts. I don't. Mm-mm.
what? I ain't you in there with the I ain't gonna lie. If I'm in there with bad, it's bad. If I'm in there with baddies, I ain't saying I'm you feel me, but it's like that's the clear go right there. That's the you feel me, like that's the clear go. That's like how that should be on power.
Mm-hmm.
How that power should be like you feel me, the bodyguards, like the first floor, right to you know what I mean?
Security get access first, but I ain't. Mm-mm.
Let everybody know what your company is about, because you feel me, because you are one of the like your company is one of the most respected security companies in the city of Philadelphia. So just let them know like how did you start it and what's some advice that you would give to somebody to start one.
So I started the company with me and bro right here. Basically, I was working at the state jails at the time, and he brung me in. I kept begging him. It was this little place called Demente down Fifth and West. I kept begging him like, bro, put me on a weekend. Like I'm trying to see what that shit about. I'm tired of this jail stuff. He brung me in, put me on. I loved it after that, and then it start growing after the fact to where like um known shorties in the biddy was hitting us up to do security. Like one of them was the joint Shorty Fly. I don't know if you know who she is, but she got a lot of clubs. She got hair salons, beauty bars. Like she really doing her thing in the city. And she came to us first, and we started at her after hour. That was like our second jump after Demente.
Mm-hmm.
Started at her after hour, putting guards there. Then it advanced to other things after that, and she just liked how we work, so she stuck with us. And then we branched off of her. And then after that, we took off. Like it was it was the moon after that for real.
Is
Uh,
there anything to look forward to
and in what aspect?
in security? Like in terms of like with your company, like do you want to like elevate to something more, or you want to just leave it at that? Like where you at right now?
I definitely want to elevate. I want to elevate because um It's a lot of untapped markets out here, and there's a lot of people that's not doing security the right way. Everybody think that just because you got a gun and a vest with no plates in it that you're doing security, and that's not the fact. That's not what you're doing.
Keyword: no plates. I know it cover, dog.
Yeah, you can't just have a gun. You can't just have a badge. Some niggas don't even got half of that, but you can't just have a gun and think that doing security is security. It's not. Like it come to more than just that.
A lot of training.
A lot of training, a lot of hard hours, a lot of time, a lot of patience.
Well, I definitely appreciate you. You feel me for shedding light on a lot of things that people didn't know, especially on the ice shit. Cause yeah, people needed they needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Put out your socials, let them know where they find you at, and all that.
You can follow me on Flash Agent Cliff on Instagram. Uh, uh, I ain't really got no other social medias right now, but we working on that though. I'm trying to get YouTube and all that.
Man, I appreciate everybody. You feel me for tapping in. It's Woody on.